to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. And here comes the maestro of this offense. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Breaks the tackle. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Wolverines offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Throwing, Underwood. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. He's changing the play. 4th down, Underwood. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Left side is Rodgers. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, and they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Motion from the back. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. Pulled to the ground. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Making the adjustment on the play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to the right side. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Clayton. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job getting the offensive line to get to the QB.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the single back. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Drops immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Bryce Underwood moves to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Changing the routes with his receivers. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quick give. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
139 Albatross.
Underwood. Extending the play. Throws for the tight end. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. And that holding penalty may prove to be a crusher. They're looking at 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Fires to the tight end. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the catch. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Keeps it on the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Turning it on. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
But they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Oh, pressure's coming. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Trying to take it back. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Going for it all. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Motion from the wideout. They believe they can run right here. Breaks into the open.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Turns into the pile. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. A first down run in the red zone. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And, guys, that is a tough holding call. It'll back him up. Still first and goal, but now more territory to navigate. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Michigan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hauls it in. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Second down to the air. They're all over it. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. You know,
and the rush will get to him at the 25. Illinois uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Back to throw, it's Clayton. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34.
And I think that's a built-in play for this offense. You saw the pressure immediately get to the quarterback on the first down. You get him sacked. Well, how do you slow down the pass rush? You run the screen game. You invite those guys upfield, let them run by, and then you throw it over their heads. So a lot of times this is about controlling that pass rush and not letting them pin their ears back on the quarterback.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. Making the adjustment. Drops back on first down. Look out. Lets it fly. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moves the pocket. It's Underwood. Escapes the pressure going right. Caught. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires downfield. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 16 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. Over to your game inside the big house. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage.
3rd quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Trying to squeak through the pile. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 1st and 10 coming up.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Quarterback changing the play. Underwood on the play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This is exactly what we talked about at halftime. This defense, they have to get to the quarterback to get back into this football game. Make life hard, get some sacks, make some good momentum.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to pass, it's Clayton. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on second and long? Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. All wideouts, no backs. Here's Underwood to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Fresh set of downs going up top. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making their decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiver group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. This could end up being the biggest drive of the game. Down 21-0, you have to keep it from getting out of hand. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, what a move. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Making his first move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey, guys, down here on the home team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Underwood in the gun on third down. Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Buchanan. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Left side is Rodgers.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Play fake, Underwood. Rolls right. They get to him as he throws. Had to force that one.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Again, it's Underwood. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
On the move, it's Turner. Powers through the defender. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
He's got it, and they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Defining a line, needs to get it to the county line for a first down. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They'll run the screen, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rush is on. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Play action with Underwood. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. He's changing the play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Fourth down, Underwood. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fitted in the window for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Underwood. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
That keeps the score. Michigan 27, Illinois 0. Number 22, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sells to fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the line.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out wide right, it's Buchanan.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Wolverines! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Straight ahead, it's Turner. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. He's got it on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Back's got it on the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll run it. Got an alley. He's got enough. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Finding some room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Keeps it on the ground. Sees some running room. It's a seam wide open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Turner. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. They'll run him again. Turning it on. Last play of the game, they'll try to dress up that final score. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field, defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.